All right, here we go. 4 innocent-looking videos with disturbing backstories. Chilling scares. Oh, wait. Let me switch my accounts. Reverse. Here we go.
On December 29, 1986, NBC7 San Diego aired a segment on highway safety, offering tips on what to do.
That's when you were born, Perk.
Breaks down.
If your car should become disabled, the rule of thumb is stay inside. There are signs you can get to put on the back window to summon for help. If strangers should offer assistance, tell them to call police or the CHP.
Just stay in the vehicle, lock all the doors.
Tell strangers call the police.
Turn the emergency flashers, and wait for help to come. Even if you have to wait all night, it's better to be in the safety of your vehicle and spend the night than to try to walk and get assistance.
The segment also featured a ride-along.
In 2025, y'all think that's true? So let's say your tire got punctured on the freeway, on the interstate, right? And you pull over and you call AAA, you call whoever you need to call to, help you out, right? But let's say there is a gas station less than 4 miles walking distance away from you, right? What are y'all gonna do? Walk to the gas station, or walk to the tire shop or whatever the hell, or you're gonna stay in your car, and the car wait may be like 5 hours, 5-6 hours. I'd have a spare tire. Okay. So, in the case of you not having one because you already used it because you punctured your shit twice. This is your second time puncturing your shit. You don't have a extra spare. Okay? I don't know how much. Well, I know in y'all, in Canadiana, one tire, let alone two, costs an arm, a leg, a lung, and a fucking heart. Okay? Y'all got regular tires and snow tires. Y'all niggas crazy. So, I have tire repair. Oh, my bad. My bad, you two. They just be having everything on standby, just ready. And they could have Tinkerbell and Peter Pan just come and put fucking Tinker dust on their car. Oh, I got a new spare tire. Oh, I got a jack. Ooh, I got a. I forgot. Pardon me.
Long interview with California Highway Patrol officer.
It's called a hypothetical, guys.
The dangers of leaving your car and blindly trusting others.
Anything can happen. Being a female, you could be robbed.
Oh my God.
Male, all the way to where you could be killed. Once you get in that other person's car, you're at their mercy.
This broadcast concluded with an interview with a driver.
Oh, I'm about to get nobody's car though. The funk.
He had pulled over on the highway and set out on foot to find a nearby gas station.
The bottom line, though, is that preventing all this trouble is easy. Be sure your car works, and as simple as it sounds, be sure you've got gas. Because even if you're lucky enough to get some, you still may be taking your life in your own hands.
Do you realize how dangerous it is?
Yes, I realize. In fact, I was putting the gas in, and a 18-wheeler came by and almost blew me away.
Ooh.
Truthfully.
However, what seemed like an innocent public service announcement was, in reality, aired in response to a horrific crime that took place in San Diego just 2 days prior. The victim of this crime was Kara Knott, a 20-year-old honors student at San Diego State University.
Aww.
She spent Christmas Day with her family celebrating the occasion and opening presents. After dinner, she made plans to spend the next couple of days with her boyfriend, Wayne Bautista. Wayne had severe flu at the time, and Kara wanted to nurse him back to health.
Aww.
So she drove to his house and stayed there for the next 2 days. On the 27th of December at around 8 p.m., she called her father, Sam Knott, from her boyfriend's place to let him know that she was on her way home. The drive from Wayne's house should have taken about 30 minutes, but when 2 hours passed with no sign of her, her parents began to worry.
Oh, no.
At around 10 p.m., Sam suddenly got up from his chair and said to his wife, "I'm gonna go find Kara." With that, he drove to Wayne's house, hoping that Kara would still be there.
Damn, he just knew, huh?
Unfortunately, Wayne told him that she left soon after she called Sam, and he had no idea where she was. Members of her family and Wayne began looking for her along the route she should have taken back home. However, despite driving around all night, they found nothing that could give them any insight into her whereabouts. Kara had vanished without a trace. That is until 5:15 a.m. when the family decided to drive down the Mercy Road exit ramp off of I-15. There, they found Kara's white Volkswagen Beetle. The driver's side window was halfway down, the keys were still in the ignition, and all of her belongings were still in the car. But there were no signs of Kara herself. The family reported this find to the police, who quickly began searching the area.
This is your type of vehicle. This is your type of vehicle right here. With that pudgy ass face. Would I drive something like this? I don't think so. Yeah, this strap type of joint.
Kara herself. The family reported this find to the police, who quickly began searching the area. Not long after this search began, they found Kara's lifeless body 70 feet below a nearby bridge. Later medical examination of her body revealed that she had rope burns around her neck and a mysterious round injury above one of her eyes. After a complete analysis of her injuries, the coroner concluded that she had been strangled before being thrown from the bridge. Other than these injuries, there were no signs of anything being done to Kara. This made it extremely difficult for investigators to pinpoint the killer's motive behind this horrific crime. There were no signs of someone else being in the car either, which also made it difficult to determine why she would drive off the main highway down an abandoned exit on her own. Kara's boyfriend was the last person who saw her alive. This made him the lead suspect in her murder, but he was soon cleared of any suspicion since he was at home recovering from the flu when the crime happened. The only clue investigators had left was a receipt from a Chevron gas station about 15 miles from the crime scene. Kara likely stopped there on her way back. Unfortunately, questioning the gas station employees failed to uncover any new leads, leaving investigators with zero clues for where to look next.
Damn.
Without any other options, investigators turned to the media and broadcasted Kara's disappearance in as many places as they could, asking the public for any useful information. This also included the segment on highway safety with Officer Craig Pyre. Luckily, after these segments aired on TV, the Associated Hotline quickly received over 24 calls from women. However, instead of providing any information regarding Kara, these calls uncovered a far more shocking truth. They said that a patrol officer had pulled them over in the past and told them to drive down the same deserted Mercy Road exit. According to these women, this officer kept them there for hours and would even sometimes get in their passenger seats.
What the hell?
The officer they were talking about was 36-year-old Craig Pyre,
what
the same man who was preaching on TV about how to stay safe on the highway.
Oh, you fucking buster. You fucking wanna...
Disproved these allegations with his logbook, which showed that he was writing a ticket at the time miles away from the crime scene. However, his logbook had clear eraser marks in that slot. 1 week after the incident, the San Diego Police Department began a formal investigation with Craig as the lead suspect. And it didn't take long for them to find mountains of evidence that proved his involvement.
Oh my god.
While searching his car, investigators found a yellow book, which was just as thick as the marks on Kara's neck. They also found his flashlight, which matched the wound above Kara's eye. However, the piece of evidence that sealed the deal was a golden fiber investigators found on Kara's sweatshirt. Forensic analysis of this fiber revealed that it was identical to the gold fibers in the patch on Craig's uniform.
Wow.
By this point, it was clear Craig was the one responsible for this crime. However, he remained adamant that he was innocent. But all the evidence and the testimonies from over 24 women allowed investigators to piece together what might have happened that night. As the story goes, Craig saw Kara driving alone and decided to pull her over down the Mercy Road exit, just like he had done with dozens of women before. However, instead of going along with him, Kara decided to fight back and maybe even threatened to file a complaint against him. That's when he lost control and hit her with the...
And also, that's why, like, that's why whenever you get pull over by a gas station, pull over by a McTrash, a Cane's, you know, like a 24-hour gym or something. Pull over in there if or when you ever get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's people that's working the late night, the graveyard shift, or there's homeless people watching or people driving by, you know, late night a gas station or getting gas late night, or if it's on a weekend. I mean, you got people that's coming from going out and partying and clubbing. They're getting gas. And, you know, little shit. Don't ever go on some little jank-ass back street or, you know, be in a rush. Of course, if you're not gonna run, of course, don't run, right? Don't run from the cops. But don't ever, most importantly, don't ever pull over in an alley or a back street. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all too. Yeah, you know, technology and surveillance is at a all-time high now. So like even you know, taking a side street and pulling over like in a neighborhood that you're not really familiar with, I wouldn't trust that. Yeah, people got Ring cameras, they got the Vivid cameras, all of that shit. But I don't even trust that. You know what I'm saying? If you were to ever get pulled over, pull over in front, in, behind a gas station, a McTrash, a gym, a restaurant that's open. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's this no.
Flashlight in his hand.
No.
Upon realizing what he had done,
Look at
Craig
that.
now had two choices. Let Kara go and risk ruining his career, or make sure she never talks to anyone again.
Fucking
Craig
delinquent.
chose the second option. After strangling her with a rope, he put her on his car's hood, drove up the bridge, and threw her off the
Oh
side.
my God.
On January 16th, 1987, Craig was arrested from his home and later sentenced to 25 years to life in prison.
Goofy, man.
He since applied for parole twice, but was rejected both times and is still behind bars.
What's wrong with you?
It's still crazy to think that Kara's case might have gone unsolved if Craig hadn't agreed to do this now
I'm
haunting
scared.
video
What the hell are
interview.
you scared
An
about?
interview he did where just days before he had committed the murder of Kara Nod.
Wow. Act like nothing ever happened.
On June 2nd, 2016, a woman named Christina Kellen posted this video of her pet parrot talking like a human.
Okay, 9 years ago. Huh?
On most other occasions, people will look at a
What the fuck? My parrot is possessed? Parrot the possessed? No, seriously. What the hell? Bro, would y'all be spooked if y'all hear that? Like y'all walking past your bird room. You walking past the bird room and you go into the bathroom and this is what you hear. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, nigga. Yeah, I just want to. It's like, what? The
video like this, think it's cute or interesting, and move on with their lives.
Cute?
But in this case, the video of a talking parrot became the key to solving a murder, one that baffled investigators for over a year.
Oh, poor little bird.
On May
The bird
12,
repeat what happened that day?
2015, at around 7:30 a.m., a woman named Connie Ree heard gunshot sounds from her neighbor's house across the street in Sand Lake, Michigan. But she didn't pay much attention to it, since the neighbor, 46-year-old Marty Durham, regularly hunted in the area. Connie and her husband Keith were close friends with Marty and his wife Glenn, and were familiar with the couple's habits. However, later that day, Keith notified Connie and told her that Marty wasn't answering his phone calls or text messages. So after finishing her work, Connie went out to the Durham house to investigate. The doors were locked and no one answered when she knocked. She assumed the couple wasn't home and went back to her house. But when an entire day passed without any word from Marty or Glenn, Connie became concerned and decided to check on them again. This time, she noticed that one of the doors was unlocked and went inside.
Oh, Lord.
At first, she found the living room, which was a complete mess.
Oh, shit.
It looked like the place had just been robbed. However, nothing could have prepared Connie for what she came across next. As she entered the master bedroom, she saw both Marty and Glenn lying on the floor, covered in blood. She immediately ran outside and called for help. A group of firefighters was already nearby and rushed to the scene. After taking note of the situation, the first responders pronounced that both Marty and Glenn were already dead.
Already?
Both
They've
had
been there for
bullet
probably
wounds on their
2
bodies,
days.
and judging from the state of the rest of the house, it looked like a robbery gone wrong. But before they could begin investigating who the supposed robber was, something completely unexpected happened. About an hour after the initial report, a police officer who was on the scene noticed that Glenn looked like she was breathing. He walked up to her to check for a pulse.
What? What?
Completely unexpected happened. About an hour after the initial report, a police officer who was on the scene noticed that Glenn looked like she was breathing.
No way.
He walked up to her to check for a pulse, and that's when she opened her eyes and sat up straight
Oh my
despite
God.
having a bullet wound behind her ear. She was taken to the hospital for treatment.
Bro, I would knock the shit out of Glenda. I would have knee punted the shit. Yo, girl, what the fuck? Hell is wrong with you? You playing dead like a damn seagull or some shit. Playing all these games.
Miraculously, her wound wasn't lethal, resulting in her surviving the incident. Marty, however, wasn't as fortunate. He was shot 5 different times and didn't make it. Back at their house, investigators found a Ruger new model revolver
Really? What?
under a couch in the living room. They also found several cartridges and 1 unused bullet for this revolver on the couple's bed. Investigators believed that this was the weapon used to shoot both Marty and Glenn, but they didn't find anything that could help them locate the supposed intruder. Without any other options, the police began investigating Marty and Glenn in hopes of finding potential leads. That's when they made a chilling discovery. Glenn's phone record showed that on May 11th, 2 days before Marty's body was discovered, she texted her mother saying, "Love you, sorry." Seconds
Fuck
after
you,
sending
sorry
this
for?
text, Glenn's phone accessed a web page titled Ruger New Model Single 6 Single Action Revolvers.
Ooh.
This was the same gun that was found in their home. After a more thorough search, investigators also found 3 letters written in Glenn's handwriting that were addressed to her children. Similar to the text she sent to her mother, these letters also contained apologies of sorts. When Glenn finally recovered enough to talk in October of 2016, investigators asked about everything they found.
What made her?
Glenn, however, completely denied ever searching anything about a revolver online and said that she had written the letters a long time ago. When asked about Marty, she claimed that she didn't remember anything relating to his death. At this point, Glenn was the #1 suspect. However, investigators didn't find any solid evidence they could use to bring her in for a proper questioning or make an arrest. After all, it was still possible that the incident was caused by an intruder, especially since Glenn was shot as well. This left Marty's case
She
at
might
a
have shot
standstill,
herself in the
and
ear.
it remained that way until June of 2016, when, out of all things, a talking parrot single.
Bro, stop. Bro, stop, stop, stop. Did y'all hear that shit? Yeah, fuck you, son. Did y'all hear that? Bro, what's going on, son? Stop. Bro. All that playing around. Big bobblehead ass clown. All that playing. What the and then what? Why the fuck did y'all hear that outside? Did y'all hear that shit? People slamming shit's raining outside. Like, come on, son.
Solve the case.
That's it. I'm gonna say it. And I haven't said this in a long time, Danny. That's why Arsenal losing to Chelsea tomorrow. 1-0.
You see, the African gray parrot in this video was named Bud, who originally belonged to Marty. He was later handed over to Marty's ex-wife, Christina, after his death. The thing about this parrot is that he was in the house when everything went down. and
Obviously, he's
witnessed everything.
demented.
For those who don't know, African gray parrots are among the most intelligent parrot species.
Ooh, African, what, African gray parrot?
For those who don't know, African gray parrots are among
Shut
the
up,
most
bitch!
intelligent parrot species.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
great
get mad,
at
buddy. Get mad. Get mad. Get mad at the truth. Get mad.
regurgitating human speech and even understanding the meanings of some words.
Oh, wow.
They're also more likely to repeat what they heard during a high-stress situation.
Hey, would y'all get a pet parrot? My grandma had one. God damn! Should I say my grandma had one too? Is there an echo in here? God bless, bro. Everybody grandma had one. Shout out to grannies in the world. Did she have an African gray parrot? Huh? Did she have an African, a Ghanaian, Jamaican?
This is why, while in the care of Christine, Bud kept repeating what he heard on that day over and over again.
All right, what was that though?
About a month or so after Bud got here, I would hear him scream and squawk, and it would happen a lot at nighttime. But then one day, literally, he just kept going over and over again, the same and it sounded like two different voices. And I was just so freaked out that I took it upon myself to record it.
If we go back to the video of him speaking, we can make out.
It talked until my great-grandma died? Oh, wow.
It's like an argument between Glenn and Marty.
Oh my God.
Put simply, there was no intruder. Glenn and Marty had an argument where she was yelling and likely had a gun.
Bro, and this is why I say, bro, we are all connected in so many different ways. Like, it's unreal. A parrot is regurgitating the situation that bro, imagine a parrot solving a murder. Yo. Now this is a disturbing backstory.
There was no intruder. Glenn and Marty had an
God
argument where she
damn.
was yelling and likely had a gun pointed at him. Now, while this video gave necessary insight into what went down, there was no practical way to use it.
That nigga didn't get snitched on by no person, no human, a damn parrot. Yo, wait, but my next question is, are you gonna act like you're still innocent though? If you get snitched on by a parrot? Now that's actually like a double entendre. What if I get ratted on by a parrot? That gotta mean that rats can rat too. Cause if parrots can parrot, and a parrot can obviously rat, then a rat got a parrot. Right? And a rat got a rat too.
Parrot for testimony.
Damn, son. Damn, dog. Wow. How fucking terrible would you feel? You thought you got away with something. You shot yourself in the neck. You shot yourself, you put a fake bullet hole in your ear, or you actually shot yourself in the ear, stupid ass. You gonna play dead. You gonna sit there in a puddle full of blood, which is when the cops come, you go, I can't hold my breath no more. You gonna get up like it's some Walking Dead shit. Like it's some Insidious shit, some mama shit. You gonna get up like, hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Fucking and a day and a half later, your pet parrot is going to snitch and regurgitate the same shit that was talked the day of the murder. I just stripped butt naked. I'm done. Get me, hey. Taking all this off. Just get me. Just get me. I ain't got shit to say. Fuck a lawyer. Hey, I'll sit myself in the electrical chair. I will sit my black ass in the electrical chair and get going. I get snitched on by a damn parrot. The fuck.
And convict Glenn. However, this gave the investigators the confidence they needed to pursue him more intently. They took a DNA sample and later discovered matching DNA on the Ruger revolver, the supposed murder weapon. Further interrogation also revealed the whole truth of why she did what she did.
Uh-oh, why she did it?
Apparently, Marty had been on disability ever since getting in a car accident a few years back.
So you're mad at your husband being disabled now? Fucking
But he
piece
was
of
able
shit
to make
wife.
ends meet by illegally selling his prescription narcotics.
Piece of
He
shit
left
wife.
Glenn in charge of the money he made from his drug business so she could...
Wrong. Why would you do that? She's already not even... Hey, fellas. Make sure you choose a woman who does not have the same traits that you have in more aspects than some. Facts. Because if you suck at managing money and so does she, you're fucked. If you are not consistent with your health, taking your pills, going to the gym, getting your steps in, walking, diet, and all of that, and she sucks too, you're dead. You're not just fucked, you're dead. Dumbass. If you are not organized and she's not organized, you're fucked.
Important
You're
bills like
fucked.
the house mortgage. Glenn, however, wasted much of this money on gambling and kept
Look,
lying to Marty about
dumbass
the mortgage
huh?
payments. Marty eventually learned the truth when the bank announced that it would foreclose the house on May 12th, 2015.
Man,
the same
oh, man.
day Glenn shot him to death.
Oh,
rather
my
than
God.
Facing the consequences of her own...
Are you serious, son? What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing, cuz? Huh? Oh my God. Okay, hold on, YouTube. Quick intermission. Who the fuck is this? Nothing is possible. Nah, I'm too intrigued. Hold on. This is some bullshit. Is he live? Oh my God. He has followed. Oh, this is a real. Oh. Why is this a real account? In the meantime, here's a fresh meme. When you drink too many Red Bulls, I will destroy ISIS. Is this are y'all really my people, son? Like, are y'all really my peoples, bro? Like, come on, cuz. Like, all seriousness. Like, come on, bro. Like, did y'all see his bald ass? Thank you for the gifted sub, though. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. But out of all people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Harmon. LOL. I got a headache. Stop, bro. Stop. I got a headache. I got a fucking headache, bro. Look at this damn hoogly googly thing. Playing Counter-Strike.
Mistake, Glenn decided it was better to orchestrate a robbery gone wrong and take her own life. In the end, Glenn was arrested on the 24th of June 2016 and was later sentenced to life in prison for a crime against her own husband.
I'm actually crying. You're going to cry tomorrow too, so might as well keep it going. Just keep it going until tomorrow.
On November 18th...
All right, I'm done, guys. Come on, we're good. Let's go. Lock in. I'm done.
City
Come on.
Fire and Rescue Services responded to an automated fire...
Favorite streamer here?
...at Quakers Hill Nursing Home. The fire was nothing
Oh!
short of a tragedy. As things started calming down, news outlets conducted interviews of the people involved. This included Roger Dean, a nurse who was on duty at the
Roger?
nursing home when the fire erupted.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm one of the nurses, and there was a fire, and I just quickly
Dan, don't you do it, bro. Don't you do it. Do not do it. Please do not do it. Please do not do it. Stop.
did what I can, get everyone out, and the smoke is just overwhelming, but you know, we got a lot of people out, so that's the main thing.
They're saying that there's still people unaccounted for. What's happening there?
I'm not sure. The deputy is she's got the list of people there, and yeah, it looks like there's still probably a few people.
He can't even speak.
People are trying their best to get everyone out at the moment.
Can't even speak, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
By the time responders arrived at the scene,
Bro, I'm so... What are y'all doing?
Okay. Miss and pop off. That's a
Bro, who are y'all gifting to the stream, bro?
if you've seen
What game is this? Curse Digicam. What the fuck?
slow time. Check the bathroom again?
Copyright.
At least they
Well, the healers are also diving with them.
Bro, who are y'all gifting to the stream, bro?
hey, fork off, dude.
What? Oh my.
Got his ass. Well, yeah, I had Kenji ulted me.
Fuck you.
Oh, I'm doing nothing.
Well, I got Pindu in my ear, bro. Well, I got fucking Pindu in my ear, son. You see, YouTube, this is why you gotta come through the streams, man. This is why you gotta come through the streams. Alright, let's see. Alright, hold on. Now, you know what? No.
Dean, the fire had already engulfed
Back to the
a large
video.
portion of
Back to the
building.
video.
According to later reports, the fire burned so intensely that even with full protective gear, some firefighters struggled to get close to the flames. What made this already dire situation even worse was that the burning ward housed
Yo, Dan, it's for you, bro.
patients who were completely unable to
Dumbass.
escape on their own. Outside, rescue workers could hear the desperate cries.
Oh
for
my
help,
gosh,
and
look at that
powerless to
crater in
act
that
because of
roof.
The extreme heat.
Ooh.
Despite these difficulties, they managed to get over 100 residents
Oh
to
my
safety.
gosh.
Among those trying to help, however, was Roger Dean, who rushed in to secure vital medication records before firefighters stopped him from going back into the flames. This man was hiding a disturbing secret beneath the surface.
Oh, why?
As it turns
What?
out, Roger was the one who started the fire in the first place.
What the fuck
It
is
all
wrong with
started
you,
him
Roger?
stealing prescription medication from the nursing home.
Oh my god.
Just a day before the fire, security cameras caught him accessing the medication closet 36
Oh.
different times during his shift.
God damn!
However, his luck ran out when other staff members at the nursing home noticed the missing medication and reported it to the police.
Oh,
at this
shit.
point, Roger knew it was only a matter of time before he got caught. So he came up with...
You see what happens when you're trying to cheat the system, Roger? You see that?
the the horrible idea to start a fire and steal the medication records during the chaos.
Oh my
And
gosh.
while he managed to execute this plan successfully, the fire also resulted in 11 elderly residents losing their lives to the flames.
What a
After
piece
he
of
was
shit.
arrested, Roger came up with the most bizarre excuse to explain his actions.
It was like
what?
Satan
What?
saying to me.
Oh, like y'all are religious. Like y'all are religious. Satan was talking to you. Really? I'm not even gonna.
Thing to do.
In actuality, there was no Satan or demon telling him to start the fire in the nursing home. He was just a prescription meds junkie who committed a horrendous crime while trying to cover his tracks. Later investigation even uncovered footage of him admiring his handiwork on the morning of the fire. The seemingly innocent video of him being interviewed now carries a much more disturbing tone. He stood trial in the Supreme Court in May 2013 and was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole for 11 counts of murder. On May 16, 1992, Mexican singer-songwriter Chelino Sanchez gave one of his best performances to date. He performed many of his popular songs before ending the concert in spectacular fashion. The fans loved every second of it. Little did they know at the time, this was going to be the last time they would ever see him perform. And it all tied back to the origin of Chelino's music.
What did he do?
Chelino was born in 1960 in a very poor farming region in Sinaloa, Mexico.
Okay.
Even worse than poverty, Chelino's village was marked by rampant inequality, where a few rich and powerful men had the power to do whatever they wanted. Unfortunately, Chelino experienced this inequality firsthand when a local thug named El Chapo Perez assaulted one of his sisters.
Oh,
However,
shit.
Chelino wasn't going to let that slide. When he was just 15 years old, he spotted El Chapo at a party. And without a second thought, Chelino went up to El Chapo, drew his gun,
Socked his
and
head.
killed him at point
Oh!
blank. But since El Chapo was a well-connected man, killing him forced Chelino to flee to Tijuana before crossing the border into the U.S. After establishing a foothold in America, Chelino went into business with his brother in Mexico, smuggling Mexicans into the U.S.
Oh, shit.
However, this operation came to an end in 1984 when his brother was killed in a hotel in Tijuana. This inspired Chelino to write a song commemorating his brother, but he did so in the most unconventional way. The song was written in a traditional Mexican style called corrido. For the lyrics, Chelino spoke openly about him and his brother's life, not shying away from the topics of drugs and violence.
Yeah.
During this
He literally snitched on himself through his music.
time, he himself ended up in prison in Tijuana.
That's it. T. Patel's getting a sub. Yo, you and Dan, just stop it. All right? Gifting these people is not needed. All right? If anything, just do it like ultimately anonymously. Okay? Come on, cuz.
There, other inmates loved his unique.
Like, what the fuck is a Harvinder Singh 23? Like, y'all, like, come on. Like, what are y'all doing?
Style of music, causing it to spread across the Mexican underworld by the time he got out. It also gained a new name called Narco Corrido. After getting out of prison, Chelino kept working on his music and quickly became one of the biggest stars of his era. By 1991, he was selling out arenas for his tour. However, given the genre of his music, he never managed to escape the violence he once came from. During one of his concerts in January of 1992, someone ran onto the stage with a gun. Instead of running to safety, Chelino decided to draw his own gun and engage in a shootout. This resulted in the death of the assailant as well as 10 people in the crowd.
Allergies. Oh, God.
Chelino also got shot but managed to survive. However, his luck was about to run out. About 5 months later, Chelino performed in Culiacan, Mexico, delivering what would later be remembered as one of his best performances. And as we mentioned earlier, also his last.
Yeah, I bet it was his best.
During the concert, someone came up to him and handed him a mysterious note.
Aw,
shit. In the footage from that concert, we can clearly see Chelino read the note,
lifeless,
visibly shaken by it, begin sweating, and stare into the crowd for a very long time. Visibly shaken by it, begin sweating.
Now you got constipated, dude.
And and stare into the crowd for a very long time.
Oh shit, Mud.
Near the
that goddamn grape, that motherfucking grapefruit done took his whole neck up. That grapefruit done took his whole neck up. Good.
end of this concert, Cholino made sure
you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Yep, take a picture. Take all the pics.
After the concert ended, Cholino was kidnapped and executed with a bullet to the back of his head.
Damn.
The note he received on stage essentially said something along the lines of, "We're going to kill you after this performance."
Oh my lord.
Cholino knew the
oh my lord, son. See? Death caught up with him, big goofy.
threat was real, and that this performance we see in the video would be his last one. Unfortunately, the identities of the killers were never uncovered.
Of course.
And it's unlikely they ever will be in the future.
Perk, how'd you see that one? Yo, man. Chilling scares, son. These behind the scenes stories be crippling, bro. Like, what the hell be going on with these folks, man?